the Prime Minister of Somalia, Omar Sharmarki, is basically saying to Obama, hey, you know what? I really like your plan in Afghanistan. Sending all those troops in there and all that aid, we can kind of use that. Do you mind invading us? Now, he doesn't use the language of invading us, but he's pretty much telling Obama, I'd love for you to do to Somalia what you did to what you're planning to do to Afghanistan. Well, we live in a funny world, man, when countries are basically asking us to invade them. And, look, that cuts in a couple of different directions. You could say, look, are we not munificent and generous, so generous that countries ask us to come in, right? That it's obvious that we're not an old school imperial power like Britain was, like Russia was, et cetera, et cetera. The other way of looking at it is, look, obviously we're not going to go to Somalia, right? Even though there are some of the top al-Qaeda leadership is in Somalia. I mean, this is an absurd request that we go and invade their country, right? Or to give them all this funding, et cetera, et cetera. It's not going to happen, right? So wait a minute then. If Somalia is not going to happen, why does Afghanistan, which has just about the same number of al-Qaeda leaders, maybe even less actually, why do we have 100,000 troops in Afghanistan? If we think it's a laughable proposition that we'd send in ground troops to Somalia, why have we sent in so many to Afghanistan? I get why we did it in 2001, but 2001 was 1,000,000 years ago. I did the math. Okay, so why are we continuing to put all those troops in Afghanistan? It's a bit of a crazy strategy. If it's crazy in Somalia, it's pretty crazy in Afghanistan. My only hope is that this has nothing to do with Afghanistan and they realize how absurd it is that they're just trying to somehow influence the fight against al-Qaeda in Pakistan.